Let's be real, darling. The recent grand entrance of Meghan and Harry at the World Mental Health Day Festival in New York was less a triumphant return and more a collective shrug from a room full of people who clearly had better things to do. Like, breathing. Fresh off their self-awarded Humanitarians of the Year trophy, you'd think the heavens would part. Instead, crickets. A silence so profound you could practically hear Meghan's internal monologue calculating the PR spin. One poor soul dared to glance up from their phone, only to quickly realise their coffee cup was far more engaging. Honestly, this is a couple whose entire brand relies on turning a trip to the corner store into a humanitarian crisis. Yet, at an event they supposedly champion, the vibe was pure lost tourists looking for the restroom. And this is where the comedy hits. Harry, in a shocking display of, something, actually walked ahead of Meghan. Imagine the horror! How did she manage to maintain her regal posture without the usual hand-clasping, "We're so in love" charade? Then came Harry's turn at the microphone, bravely sharing his profound insights on anxiety during the pandemic. You can almost picture him, perched in his Montecito mansion, agonizing over which private chef to hire while the world burned. Truly, the struggles of the super-rich are inspirational. Meanwhile, Meghan sat in the front row, radiating that intensely practiced, "I'm so incredibly proud of my man," and, also, me, gaze, a look she's perfected for every single photo op. The internet, bless its cynical heart, was quick to pounce. Was Meghan secretly orchestrating the no applause rule to appear humble? Or were they simply late, hoping for a dramatic entrance that never materialised? Either way, the big moment was spectacularly tiny. Then came Meghan's talk, where she, obviously, steered a panel about children's digital media into a riveting discussion about herself. Classic. She waxed poetic about parents turning grief into advocacy, mumbled vague references to partnerships and data, none of which she presented naturally, and managed to squeeze in a humble brag about her casual chat with Katie Couric. It was like watching a motivational poster in a dentist's waiting room trying to give a TED talk. But wait, there's more! The absolute cherry on this cake of cringe? Harry's profound mental health musings dropped just one day after Catherine, the actual Princess of Wales, the one with credibility and actual research, published a thoughtful essay on digital disconnection. Clearly, Harry received the memo from Kensington Palace and, like a diligent student, hastily scribbled his own homework on the private jet. So, to recap this masterpiece of performative activism, two self-proclaimed global changemakers waltzed in, got ignored, delivered speeches no one will remember, and waltzed out. If empty ambition needed a mascot, it would be these two, probably in matching beige. The real heroes, the ordinary folks doing actual work who don't need a spotlight or a title to prove they matter.